Welcome to the Success with Jewelry podcast, where we invite you inside our conversations about business success and marketing for jewelry designers and entrepreneurs.
We're Liz and Laryssa, jewelry marketing experts with a combined 16 years of experience in jewelry marketing and proven track records in helping jewelry brands meet their goals. When you listen or watch this podcast, you'll get an intimate and exclusive peek behind the curtain of all the things you wish you could know about earning success in the jewelry industry.
Welcome to episode number 6. In this episode, we're talking all about TikTok. So we're going to be chatting about, one, what is TikTok? Why is this a platform you should be paying attention to? 2, is TikTok right for you? Should you start an account and start posting today? And 3, what are the best practices for TikTok and how can you get the most leverage from it? We also offer a gated version of this episode, which has further commentary on this topic, super valuable tips, and we talk about real life examples of jewelry brands doing these things and what we love about them. To get access to this exclusive content, please visit successwithjewelry.com. Membership is only $20 a month for weekly extended episodes, personal engagement from us, free webinars, courses, active group discussion, and more. And when you sign up, you'll get access to the holiday planning workshop. Hey Liz, let's get into it.
Hey, I am excited to talk about TikTok. What's up with it?
Me too. What is up with TikTok today? It's something that we hear about all the time. We've probably creeped on it a little bit, but what is really going on and what role does it play in social media marketing today?
It has grown so fast. We know that video is super important, right? We need to be incorporating video into our strategy. So TikTok, a video-only platform that has grown super fast, is one that we're talking about, of course.
Yeah, I found a stat so we could put this into context. So currently there are more than 1 billion monthly active users on TikTok. And to put that into context with Instagram, TikTok actually grew to 1 billion users in about half the time it took Instagram to grow that large. And just in the US alone, TikTok has 50 million daily users. So there's definitely an audience there for sure.
Yeah, and I downloaded TikTok at the beginning of the pandemic, and I got a little bit addicted to it and had to cut myself off and delete it. Now I'm back to using it again for one of my clients, but TikTok was growing quickly before then. And I think that everyone kind of being at home, finding a way to connect with people was one of the reasons it grew so much quicker at that point. Also, celebrities had taken to it, and celebrities have been loving using it and have been using it a lot. So that's another reason. And also the Gen Z has taken it as their platform. They're using it. They're on it. They're spending a lot of time on TikTok.
Yes, they are the huge champions of TikTok for sure. One thing I think is important.
Yeah, and us millennials aren't sure.
One thing I think is really important to distinguish TikTok from Instagram is to know that Instagram was always a true social media platform, especially toward the beginning when it first started. It's a place where you could meaningfully engage with other people, kind of have friends or meet people on Instagram based on whatever content niche you were following. There's a lot of commenting, DMing on there, whereas TikTok is less of a true social media platform and more of an entertainment or discovery platform. So people really go there to consume content rather to make friends, meet people, interact.
Yeah, definitely. I find myself just viewing content and not liking or commenting on content. So that's such a good point. It's really there for entertainment and educational.
So how would a brand know if TikTok is right for them? Should our listeners and viewers go sign up and start posting if they're not doing so already?
You should never jump strategy immediately, is my opinion. If you want to sign up and start seeing what's going on there, I think that's always a good idea when we start talking about new platforms or you start hearing about new platforms. But the biggest thing you need to remember is who is your customer. Knowing your customer is the most important piece of the puzzle, right?
Oh, it's It's everything. So you need to know, and you could potentially poll your customers on Instagram and ask them, are they on TikTok? Or maybe you kind of just have an idea of who, age demographic wise, who your customer is. Like if you do sell to younger millennials and Gen Z, there's probably a good chance that they are on TikTok. If you sell to like boomers, maybe some of them are on TikTok or they know about TikTok because of their kids. But you really need to know your customers and their behaviors. Even if they are the right age for TikTok and they do spend time on there, it's also important to know, like, are they interacting with jewelry brands or apparel brands? Are they buying things as a result of TikTok? So it's good to like have that foundational knowledge first.
Yeah, definitely. And one of the biggest questions I get asked about TikTok is, can I use my Instagram content also on TikTok? Can I use the same thing in both places? And you really can't, because not only do you need to know your customer to succeed on TikTok, to see that it's a right fit for you, but you also need to then talk to them using the platform the way it's kind of meant to be used. So you really need to think about creating content that is specific to TikTok.
Yeah, and I think another consideration also is you need to know your comfort zone around video. We all know, Liz and I talk about this, video is so important and you kind of need to get comfortable with it. But TikTok is going to force you to take that to the next level. It's going to want you to post daily. And actually, a best practice would be 3 times a day. But we'll get to that in a second. So you need to know, like, can I do this? Do I feel comfortable creating this type of content? Do I want to commit to this? Those are all important questions to ask, to answer for yourself.
Yeah, I've been talking to designers for many years about showing your face online and talking to your audience, and it's not easy to do. And that's something that you might have to consider doing for your TikTok content, is showing your face, talking to your audience. You don't necessarily need to dance, but it could be helpful if you do.
Yeah, I think it also helps if you have an interest, a genuine interest and like for the platform too. Like if you spend some time on there and you think, this is kind of fun. Like I enjoy consuming this content. I can get into these trends. I like the sounds and the music. I like the types of things people are doing. Then that is a positive sign that maybe if you qualify for all these other things that we said, that you should go ahead and do it. But if you go on there and find yourself hating it and thinking it's dumb and immediately getting annoyed, I don't think that's a good fit for your brand at all.
Yeah, definitely. So let's get into best practices for TikTok.
Totally.
How can you really give it your all?
So I touched upon the like 3 times a day thing, and I know, Liz, you personally have experience with a brand you work with about that. So why does TikTok want you to post so regularly?
They want to keep serving you content. And I think that's one of the reasons I kind of got addicted to TikTok in the beginning of the pandemic, because you just keep scrolling. You get lost in it. It's like endless content. So they really want you to kind of keep feeding it. So you want to be showing up regularly, and recommend it 3 times a day. And I have tried that strategy for the brand I manage there, and it does show good results. You do get more followers. You do get more interaction. So that's something to keep in mind. I would say that you don't necessarily have to post 3 times a day, but being really, really consistent is super important for that platform. So make sure that you have daily posts ready. And if you are thinking about getting into a TikTok strategy, don't just start now. Do your planning in advance and create content that you're kind of gearing up so that you have it in advance and you're ready to go to feed it and post there every day for a while.
Yeah, that's a great tip. I think also on TikTok, there's a great opportunity to lean into your niche. So that's why it's so important to know your customers, as we said, know the niche that you serve, and like truly lean into that on TikTok, because the algorithm wants to give the right content to the right people. So if you have a specific focus, it's more likely it'll get to the people who really want to see that.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why people love TikTok, is because their algorithm is so good. It really serves you content that you can resonate with. And I've seen that for myself on my personal TikTok, which I have not posted on, but I use it to consume content. I found Mom TikTok, and it serves me the most relatable videos. So With TikTok, don't be afraid to lean into your niche. It's also important to make sure you set up a business account because you get extra analytics, and it's a good thing to do. You can link it to your Instagram as well. And then also with TikTok, captions are still important, even though we're doing videos, right?
Definitely. Yeah. The thing about captions for TikTok, unlike on Instagram, there's actually a limit and it's 150 characters. So you have to be really concise and direct, which is a great practice for all brands on there to like hone in on their messaging and their brand voice. And it's also a reminder that you can't just copy over from Instagram onto TikTok because the way that you write about it and present it in language will need to be different too.
Yeah, definitely. And then this is something that we need to just accept at this point, that all videos and all photos at this point we need to take in a 9:16 vertical format, because that's the future of Instagram as well. Just this like really the content needs to take up the whole phone screen. And that's another reason why people get so lost in it, because it's so much of the screen. You're not distracted by anything else. You're like in this content. And that's a change that's coming for Instagram too. So when you're taking videos for TikTok, and really anything going forward, you want the 9:16 format. That's really important to keep in mind.
It's literally thinking outside of the Instagram box, the square that we all got so used to for many years.
Yeah, definitely. And then, I think to a point you made earlier, like get familiar with the platform and see what kind of content is out there, because you want really short format videos with quick transitions, and see what is performing really well from other brands and other users, because that will help inform what you should be doing.
One super important best practice that we haven't mentioned yet is utilizing trending sounds and audio. Do you want to say what that's all about?
Yeah, so right now the fastest growing audio is the corn song. We've all heard it, right? So something that's really important with TikTok is to know the trending audio, and try to use it. Doesn't mean you have to use every single trending audio that you hear, but see which ones resonate, see which ones spark ideas in you, and using that will help your videos and your content perform much better.
Yeah, and it adds like an element of like just fun and like added flair to your videos too. So that's why in order to be on TikTok, I think you just have to embrace it all. And like, it's kind of silly, it's kind of TikTok specific, but if you can fully embrace it and find ways to make it work for you, you'll really succeed on the platform.
Yes, I completely agree with that. If you want to do TikTok, then lean in, know your audience is there, and do TikTok.
So what did you think about our TikTok tips? TikTok tips. Are you currently using the platform for your business? Do you have an account? Is it something that you've thought about doing? We would love to know what you think or answer any questions to kind of maybe help you decide whether the platform is right for you or not. So you can visit successwithjewelry.com to sign up for the extended version of this episode, as well as all our tips and the real life jewelry brand case studies that we share in that episode. Membership is just $20 a month for those extended episodes, for personal interaction and engagement by us and the community members, and a wealth of other content. So we can't wait to see you there.